Well, DC here, hi guys and gals. I'm going to try something today. I have a bottle of whiskey that I got at one of the airports. And Andy, so Foodquig in this case, Foodquig for most of you, has made a review of it as well. And I thought I'd try and take his video and compare the reviews as they go and see how I like the whiskey compared to him. Now the whiskey is, if you read it as it's spelled, you'd say Glen Garioch, but it seems that it's pronounced Glen Geary, and it's the Founder's Reserve. And we'll let Andy say a few words.
I have only one bottle left that I have not popped yet and tried, and I've been looking forward to this one a little bit. It is this one here. It's pronounced Glen Geary, but it's written Glen Garioch. And what it says here is the location chosen by John and Alexander Manson for their new malt whiskey distillery in 1797 was an obvious one.
Okay, so we'll let it hear for that one.
In the cellar.
Okay, so I won't play all of Andy's video, and I will pop my bottle open, and then we'll go to his review. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I'm back. I'm gonna open the bottle, and we'll get back to Andy in a second, because Andy's the pro on this type of stuff. So here's a bottle of the Glen Geary Founder's Reserve. Let's see, where is that little thing to open it? It's one of these little triangles. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's see if I can make a lovely pop like Andy. I mean, Andy makes the most beautiful pops with these things. So there it is. It's off. And now, let's see. Woo! Let's try that again. That was such a wimpy pop. Well, if that's any sign, let's listen to Andy's pop.
You liked it, if I recall.
Wait a minute. Hear it.
There we go.
It's coming.
It's from him that I saw it being pronounced Geary.
He's going to make that bottle pop for real.
Oh, nice good pop here. That's
Why? Why can't I do that? I guess that's the real whiskey drinker, or the real man, whichever way you want to see it. Now I've already wetted my palate, as he would say. I'll do it again. And I don't have a real whiskey drinking glass, but this is a little wine tasting glass, so bigger in the bottom and smaller, so to taste the nose. So we'll pour a little dram, as Andy would say. Here we are. So already he was telling us in his video, which I will not repeat, about the sherry casks. So, oh yeah, definitely. And there's something about honey and heather, so let's swirl this around. You can clearly tell it's come from sherry casks. I think these glasses bring out too much of the alcohol. So I don't get actually all the honey and heather that he was talking about. But maybe it's a question of using his technique. That does help a little bit, but I do think this is not the right glass, finally. Yeah, there is something of a kind of a herbal, that must be the heather. I don't get the honey, but we'll try it. It's nice. It's nice. But I'm going to be back. Okay, so I've changed the glass. it's a real so-called whiskey glass with a bigger top. Yeah, there's a lesser concentration of the alcohol somehow hitting the nose this way. Stirring it around like Andy does, and let's see if he gets the touch of heather and bit of spice as he mentions. You do more this time. There is something about the glass. Let's see what Andy has to say.
That promises to be good because I like those things, those elements.
Okay.
Looks like it. There's no age statement on it, so I don't know how old it is.
So,
but I think there's some sherry cask involved.
Yes, Andy, you're right.
Because of the color.
Okay. So let's go in the nose.
I smell.
The sherry cask, you're right.
Sherry?
I agree.
I smell sherry.
It does.
Honey, heather.
You've got a better nose.
Oh, I think this is going to be good.
He definitely has a better nose than I do.
It reminds me of some other Highland whiskeys that I've had. And it reminds me a little bit of...
Of?
Well, let's see.
Okay.
No, it's quite nice.
So I've stopped in there. Let's go back here and see what my tasting continues like. Okay, I've coated my mouth. It's got full-bodied. It's not like peaty. There's no peat in this. But, yeah, there is some honey. Definitely honey coming in there. Is that heather? There is the spice anyway. Yeah, this is a nice bottle. Glen. Okay, Glen, 1797 Founder's Reserve. And I'll go see what Andy says now, but I'll be back in a minute.
It's sweet. It's a little bit fruity. Oh.
Wow, look at the man. The man is incredible.
It's reminiscent of some Oban.
He's incredible. Look at all he pulls out of that.
This is a fine one.
A little bit of water.
I still have an aftertaste after the water.
Wow. I'm learning from the master. Glen Slancha. Slancha. Thumbs up, Foodquig.